Hello everyone and welcome to the season finale of Inscribed Sports here on WSRU-TV. We have a lot of fun stuff planned. We have some tier lists. We have Dante's punishment coming up at the end. So stick around. Thank you all for your support, and let's get into our first segment of the season finale of Inscribed Sports here on WSRU-TV.
Thank you, Joey. And today we'll be talking about UFC 309 at the Madison Square Garden. So for the first fight on the main card, I have James Iltop versus Mauricio Ruffy. I think Mauricio is going to win by TKO over Iltop. I love his striking and his power, and I just think he's going to outstrike him. And Iltop is also coming off a loss not too long ago. He also took a lot of damage, so I think he's still fresh, and he's going to get TKO'd again. For the second fight, we have Vivian Araujo versus Karine Silva. Silva's the favorite, but I'm going with Araujo. She needs the win. I think she's going to get it, and I think she wins by unanimous decision. Fight doesn't really interest me that much, but I think that's what's going to happen. And then after that, we have Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig. The Penn State guy, Bo Nickel, right now he's on a hot streak. He's undefeated, 6-0, and he just has phenomenal wrestling, and he also has really good striking, and I think he's going to keep his undefeated streak going. But Craig is also coming off a TKO loss, and he's looking like his career's on the downfall. So we'll see what happens with that. And I think he wins by TKO. And then finally to our co-main event, a fight I really like. It's Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler 2. Oliveira is 1-0 against him, going back to 2021, and it's by KO. But the champ has a name.
Yeah. It's Michael Chandler all the way.
Michael Chandler? He has a name. The champ. Who is it?
Okay.
It's Charles Oliveira.
No, Michael Chandler is going to win this fight.
No, he's not.
He's favored right now.
I don't care.
Yeah, he's minus 210 right now, but he is going to win this fight no matter what. I don't care what you say.
Ask me if I care.
I know you don't. I'm just saying. I'm not going to make another bet with you again.
Why?
But I'll tell you right now, Michael Chandler is going to dog walk him.
Dog walk.
There's no way he's going to let Oliveira walk into Madison Square Garden and like take over the U.S. There's no way.
Listen, one mistake. You know what Michael Chandler does? He spams leg kicks.
Okay.
He spams leg kicks.
If you're good at something, why not do
Oliveira
it?
is going to catch that leg, take him to the ground, rear naked choke, and he's tapping.
Chandler's legs are too strong for that to happen. And even if it does happen, he's just going to slip out. Chandler's going to win.
You can think that.
Yeah. Next one.
All right.
I think we'll agree on this one, though.
Main event,
Yeah.
John Jones
The GOAT.
versus Stipe Miocic.
Nope. No way.
No.
There's no way you're picking him,
No.
right?
I mean, I love both fighters.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I cannot go against the greatest UFC fighter of all time, John Jones. So I'm going to go with John Jones. I think he also gets a submission.
I think that's tough. Jones is going to win no matter what.
Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be either complete dominance by him, or it's going to be a complete, like, I don't know how to say it, like ticky-tacky, like scrappy fight.
Like to the end.
But they're still going to give him the benefit of the doubt because it's John Jones.
Yeah.
So.
Also, like, I think that he's going to take Stipe down, and Stipe likes to scramble on the ground, and John Jones knows how to control that.
Yeah, he's just too big to. You can't do it.
You cannot outmove that man.
Yeah,
There's no way. And Stipe's 42.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
He's 42 years old. I mean, Jones is 37.
Yeah.
Stipe goes back to 2011. I mean, so does John Jones pretty much, but I think Jones is just going to wear him down with kicks, just completely. And at the end of the fight, he's going to be worn down, and then that's when he takes it.
That's interesting.
So that's my pick.
Okay.
All right, so we agree.
Yeah. One thing we'll agree on this year.
Yeah, probably. And we will be back after this.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Welcome back, everyone. This will actually be our first NBA segment of the year, even though it's the last episode. And first, we're just going to recap through the standings. So I wanted to acknowledge that the Cavs are off to a franchise best 12-0 start. That's pretty incredible. I'm not sure anyone will be taking the undefeated line on FanDuel if that's your bet or not, but
No, I just don't like Cleveland, so I really don't care what they do.
That's fair. As a Pittsburgh sports guy, I think a lot of people feel that way, but that's my basketball team, so you got to watch what you say.
I don't mind them in the NBA just because we don't have any competition, since we don't have a team.
Yeah,
so
expansion team will change things, right?
Yeah, I'll still go to a Cavs game, don't get me wrong, but whatever.
And then, of course, we got the Celtics closely behind. Last year's NBA champion. Kristaps Porzingis isn't even back yet. Celtics are going to be scary at full strength. Even though Cleveland's off to a red-hot start, I think they still have to be the favorite.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't want to see Boston win another ring. Who knows? It's still way too early to tell. So hopefully they don't win again, because how many rings will they have at this point? Like 29-ish?
Jeez, it's bad that I'm blanking on 7. But they'll be number 1.
So
Further number 1, I should say. Magic, Pacers, and Knicks all kind of hovering towards the middle of the Eastern Conference standings. Paolo Banchero for the Magic, off to an absolutely electric season, but he's been out the last few games, and they've spiraled a bit without him. The Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton has looked a little off since the Olympics, and they're gonna need him to pick it back up. And Pittsburgh legend T.J. McConnell, they're gonna need some production from him. Shout out Chartier Valley. And then the Knicks, too. Big acquisition of Karl Anthony Towns this offseason, and they need to pick it up a little better. They broke up the Nova Knicks, so I know the chemistry is a little bit fractured, but I have faith they'll get it going. And then, more notably, the Heat, 76ers, and Bucks, notable contenders in the East the last few years, have all been struggling a bit. The Sixers, of course, can be attributed to Joel Embiid, just played his first game last night, and Tyrese Maxey is out now. The Bucks, really no excuse. Damian Lillard and Giannis just haven't meshed well. And the Heat can't get out of their own way. Eric Spoelstra, likely to be the coach of Team USA this year after the retirement of Steve Kerr, had a Michigan type of mistake last night, calling a Fab 5 timeout, and that cost the Heat their first game in the NBA Emirates Cup, which we'll get to in a second. Do you have anything Eastern Conference? I know your team, the Raptors, is struggling a little bit. They're in the Cooper Flag #1 pick sweepstakes. I don't know if you have any thoughts on the Eastern Conference, Joe.
Not really, because I'm not the biggest NBA guy. This is the first season I really cared for the NBA. I mean, I played 2K for years, but this is the first time I'm actually watching. But I want to give a special shout out to my brother. He probably won't watch this, but I'll make him watch it anyway because he's my brother. But he's a Bucks fan, so I guess I'll root for his Bucks if my Toronto Raptors don't do anything.
Yeah,
so
need Giannis to turn it around for him.
That's for you.
I like it. That's a good way to take us from the city of brotherly love in Philly, actually, to the Western Conference. So we have the Warriors currently sitting atop the West, which is, I think, very impressive. They're projected to be almost a lottery team. Outside of Steph Curry and an old Draymond Green, they're both getting up there in age. No one expected them to do a whole lot. No, it's early, but 9-2 start the season. I think Steve Kerr deserves an applause for how he's handled that team, especially after some Olympic criticism this offseason. Closely behind them is Phoenix and Oklahoma City. Phoenix has looked really good compared to last year with the acquisition of Tyus Jones. He's helped out the ball movement with Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker a lot. So I'm curious when we get into the postseason, what the Suns have in store for us. And OKC might be the most exciting team in the league. A bunch of guys not too much older than us making up. Which is
crazy to think.
Yep.
Seeing athletes that are our age in the professional leagues playing with these stars like LeBron or no matter what sport is just insane. Yep. Because that's been their dream, and that I'm sure as us as young fans of any sport dreamed of that. It's crazy to see.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too good to keep eating on the couch while you're watching another dude your age tear it up, huh?
Makes me feel bad and question my life, but it's okay.
Yeah, but OKC is a real exciting team. Sam Presti has stockpile draft picks for them. Sadly, Chet Holmgren just got banged up. I think he's out for about 2 months, but they'll be in a position, a top 3 seed in the Western Conference in the final, or when the playoffs come around. So that's real exciting stuff. Kind of like the middle of the East, there's a bunch of teams sort of hovering around the middle in the West as well. I just wanted to highlight Denver, Memphis, and the Lakers. Jokic is maybe having his statistically best season so far, which is insanity. He's an absolute monster. Got to be a favorite for the MVP again. Memphis finally has Ja Morant back. I know he got banged up last night, but that's an exciting group. Him, Desmond Bane. Memphis really has a culture there. You look like you have some
Every
thoughts
time
about
I
Memphis.
hear Ja Morant's name, I just think of the incident that happened. So
he's kept himself out of trouble.
For now.
So
So that's all. just John Morant's a little maybe CTE happened at some point
Yeah,
in time.
contentious figure for sure. So then I wanted to note the Lakers too. Obviously, LeBron and Anthony Davis, the core there. Looking for some help from Austin Reeves, rookie Dalton Connect. I know you're not the biggest Bronny James fan in the world, but he's got a few buckets in there. One in Cleveland.
I like LeBron. The only reason I don't like Bronny is because he's not good. Like, there's all the hype, and he's just there because LeBron's there, right? Like, that's probably the only reason they drafted him. Because how many years does LeBron have left? You think?
I think maybe 3. I don't remember. Sorry, I've blanked twice on this show, but how many years he has left on this contract. But I think he maybe finishes this one out. And then I don't know what the timetable is going to look like for Bryce, the younger son.
Oh, I forgot about
He might
Bryce.
not be an NBA caliber guy, but I'm just thinking in the mind of LeBron, what else does he have left to accomplish? Their championship window is only getting smaller. So, he already has a scoring title. So
He's the GOAT.
he is the GOAT.
Okay, we agree there. We agree
Yeah,
there.
no one has to get pied.
No. Sorry, Michael Jordan fans. He's a close 2, if not tied. We'll just say that.
I'll take that, 1A and 1B. And then last 2 teams I wanted to talk about in the West are the Spurs and the Pelicans. The Spurs I mostly just wanted to talk about with Greg Popovich. Actually, it just came out because he's been away from the team for a little bit that he had a stroke. So I wanted to say best wishes to one of the best coaches the game has ever seen. Also coaching one of the best talents, hopefully, that the game's ever seen, most raw talent, I should say, in Victor Wembanyama. I just wanted to address some of those performances he's put up this season have been colossal. So he's got to be early front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. I know he struggled a little bit in that matchup with Chet early on, but big things from Wemby. They already look better than last
It
year.
happens.
Yep.
You got to find your flow, and I'm sure he will. So.
And stinks to end it on a bad note in the West, but I wanted to talk about the Pelicans. So I'm personally a big Zion Williamson fan, with being a Duke fan as well, but Zion is now out, so can't seem to keep himself off the IR, and Pelicans are in a rough spot. Not a great record to start the year, and CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram are about to have to shoulder a lot of the load there. So do you have anything on the West, or can we
I don't
wrap
think
it
I
up?
do, honestly. Just prayers up. You said the Spurs coach because of his stroke. Yeah, we give our condolences. Hope he's okay, and we'll see how everything turns out in the West. What else we got?
And now, wait, is this continuous? Now it can't be, obviously, but
You just want to conclude it there?
well, I have another,
Oh, okay then.
can I just go?
Yeah.
And now we're going to talk about something relatively new in the NBA. Last year referred to as the in-season tournament. This year is the Emirates NBA Cup. So how this will work is there are 6 groups of 5 teams, obviously, accounting for every team. And it's kind of like the World Cup in soccer, where the top one from each group advances. Then there's a wild card. And there's a knockout rounds, which will be December 10th and 11th. The semifinals, the 14th, and the championship, December 17th. So, and the winning teams get $500,000 each player. Last year, the Lakers won it. So it was pretty exciting last year. They use a new ball. They moved from the classic Spalding to a Wilson. It's just a bunch of little tweaks, and then get some games in LA too. You know, they like getting as many sporting events there.
Yeah. Love LA. I've actually been there, so.
I like it. Hopefully you made some money.
We wouldn't say that, but
That's the case with a lot of people. So I had 2 storylines, I think, headed into this NBA Emirates Cup, about a month long now. The first one I said is it's all about the bigs. Like I said earlier, Jokic is statistically having his best season so far. Obviously early, numbers will dip as fatigue sets in, but he's currently averaging 30 points, 40 rebounds, and 12 assists, which is
Unreal.
yeah, unreal. Yeah, so that's a great way to put it. And then the other as big in the world, Joel Embiid, is returning from injury now. He says he won't play back-to-backs, but he's notorious troll, Joel Embiid. We don't know how much of that is true. So I'm excited to watch both of those 2 progress throughout this next month or so. And then my next headline, I said, is some teams need to tread water. They need to use this month. Obviously, the All-Star break's a good bit away, but to tread some water and get themselves back in a good position in the standings before we head to the break. So the Bucks, Mavs, and Timberwolves, I said they can all gain ground here. We were wishing the Bucks some luck earlier, so we'll see if Giannis and Dame can turn it around. Maybe the $500,000 incentive will get them moving a little bit. The Mavericks, obviously in the finals last year with Luka and Kyrie, so we'll see if they can get something done here. They've just been a little slow to start, and that's natural sometimes coming off of a finals run. And then the Timberwolves with Anthony Edwards, probably one of the most exciting players in the game right now, if not the most exciting player. And things are a little weird, too, since they moved Karl Anthony Towns. Julius Randle's an interesting fit there. Sometimes a bit ball dominant of a guy to go with Edwards, but I'd like to see all three of those teams get themselves back near the top of their respective conferences. So now
I have to agree.
So now I'll ask you, clean slate in this. Everyone starts 0-0 in this Emirates Cup. Who do you see winning it, and do you have an MVP?
I'm going to go with my Raptors just because.
I like it.
If not, I'm going with the Lakers just because I'm a LeBron fan. So sorry that I'm not educated on the NBA as much as Quinn over here, but going with the Raptors. But if not, I'm going to go with the Lakers winning back-to-back.
Lakers won it last year, and LeBron was the MVP, so we'll see if they can repeat it for you. Yep.
King James.
So I'm going to build off a team we've talked about earlier. I took the Knicks, which they're exciting. I know Spike Lee will be pretty happy to hear my prediction here. And then I have Jalen Brunson winning MVP. I think he's going to be a little fired up throughout the season, getting snubbed from the Paris Olympics team. Also one of my favorite guards in the league. So it'd be cool to see the Knicks get back in the headlines.
As years pass and people come and go from our lives, all we have is our memories. From the family gathering to the summer baseball games to that first trip to Disney, those memories are something to be cherished. I thought many of those memories were lost to time and outdated technology, but with Memory Lane Media, they gave me those memories back so that I can share them with my grandkids, and they can share them with their kids one day.
Welcome back. This is Hunter and Dante's segment of way too early MLB predictions.
We are here.
And off-season stuff. Yeah. First, we'll start with off-season. We've got to talk about Juan Soto and where he's going to go. I saw a lot for the Phillies today and a lot for the Mets today, especially with the Lindor-Soto chemistry. However, I did see something on MLB Network saying that Juan Soto could potentially go to the Red Sox.
I did see that, too.
How do you feel about that?
He's not going to
the Red Sox. No way. There's no way.
He's not going to the Red Sox, especially for 10 years.
Yeah.
You think he's going to go to the Red Sox for 10
years? No, they already got, there's no way.
No.
There's no way. I don't want to say they don't have that money,
yeah,
but they don't spend money like that. That's the reason they traded Mookie.
Especially not for just one player as well.
Yeah.
They're going to dispute that.
Yeah.
It's not going to
But I mean, that hook in right field could be good for him.
Yeah.
And then we've got another one, Roki. Where is he going to go? Don't say the Dodgers.
Word on the streets. Roki wants to go to a small market team.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my
goodness. Or there's a chance. There is a chance.
I didn't see that. So what's, like, Cleveland or?
Pittsburgh.
No, he's not going to Pittsburgh. There's no way.
Yeah, no, he's not going to Pittsburgh.
So I don't know how good he is in Japan.
Yeah.
But, I mean, him and Skeens back-to-back.
That would be disgusting.
That'd be a crazy one, too. You'd win the wild card if you guys make the playoffs.
Think about, too, Dodgers. Shohei, he'll be back. He'll be pitching.
Shohei, Yamamoto,
and
Now we'll go to our way too early predictions here.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
I gotta go with the Dodgers.
Okay, but who are they playing in the AL?
I'm going with surprise. I'm going the Orioles. They get over the hump.
No way.
Yeah, they get over the hump.
I don't know about that one.
If they get pitching this year, I think they go to the hump.
Well, are they going to re-sign Burns? Is that going to happen? I don't think it will. He's going to go to a big market team.
Yeah.
If the Dodgers don't get Roki, they might sign Corbin Burns. But we don't know if Corbin Burns likes to be on the East Coast, West Coast. These guys always have preferences that we have no idea about.
Dude, I think if the Dodgers keep adding to pitching, they're just unstoppable.
Yeah, I guess that is true. But you have to, Will Smith wasn't great this year.
Yeah.
He might regress. He probably will. He's just getting older. And he had a kid. That hurts a little bit. And then,
the dad power, though.
I know, but it doesn't work with him. I don't know what it was.
We'll see.
And then Kike Hernandez, the bottom of the lineup is iffy. And any prospects they have, James Outman, when he's back, he'd be a good piece.
Yeah.
But in the AL, Orioles over the hump.
I think they get it done this year.
Now, what do they need to add? They're losing Santander.
Yeah, they are.
With his 40 home runs.
I forgot about that. I did forget about that. I did forget about
Got you
Santander.
there.
You did get me there.
Now, for me, I have no idea. I don't think the Phillies will make the World Series. They might have a window. Their window is this big because 2022, they were the young, daycare, miracle run. 2023 was like, okay, we have to win, and then they lost to the Diamondbacks of all teams. That still pisses me off to this day. A lot of managerial issues, Craig Kimbrell for one thing, and then a flat offense. And then this year, I personally knew, and a lot of other people knew, that this year was not going to be a good year after around July and the All-Star break. So in the NL, it is either the Dodgers or maybe even the Braves. The Braves, if they re-sign Max Fried and they get all their guys back from injury, because Albies was out for forever.
Then Acuna.
Austin Riley, Ronald Acuna. Now Matt Olson and them guys are getting older, but I don't see anything holding back the Braves besides re-signing Max Fried. I got the Braves winning the NL East.
They're winning.
Sadly, as a Phillies fan, they're going to win the NL East. The Phillies will come in second again because the Mets are going to stink.
Yeah,
I don't care what anybody says. No matter who they re-sign, unless they get Juan Soto, they will win.
Yeah.
But no matter what, they're going to stink. I don't care. They'll be over 5 games over 500 or whatever.
I do agree with that.
And the AL, I really want it to be the Guardians, but them being a small market team, Jose Ramirez getting older, even though he's one of the most underrated third basemen, even though he's really not. He's one of the best third basemen in the league, probably the best in my opinion. He's better than Machado.
Yeah, I think he's better than Machado.
I don't know, because Shane Bieber will be back, but we don't know who else will be back in the bullpen.
Their bullpen. I don't know what's gonna happen.
And also, Andres Jimenez took a regression. Josh Naylor is not that great. I mean,
he has to talk to.
But overall, it'll be Dodgers, Braves in the NL, one of them two, and then the AL it'll be Guardians. And I don't want to say Yankees, but they're AL Central.
It's just depending on who they like.
It's who they play.
It's who they play and who they get.
The Royals and the Guardians. Are you joking right now? But I mean, whatever. And I mean, it really depends where Soto goes.
Yeah, it
overall.
does, honestly. Big key factor.
Yeah.
And Roki, he could go to the Yankees.
Yeah, and that. But I will say is the Pirates will make the playoffs next year.
Okay.
I'm not a big Pittsburgh guy, but I have a feeling, just like I did with the Tigers last year, I made a bet with my friend last year saying that the Tigers are going to make the playoffs. I'll make that same bet to myself that the Pirates.
You don't gotta make that bet.
I'm not gonna make that bet again, but I'll say the Pirates will make it. They'll scrape in probably, just like the Tigers did, because they're a scrappy team. Yeah. If they figure it out, they'll figure it out.
It all just depends about the dog days of summer.
Yeah, that is true.
That's what their one.
That's where the
key
Phillies
is.
struggled. It was June, July, and August where it was like, oh my goodness, just get through this already.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just one bad month that they just go down and they can't come back. They can't come back from it.
Yep, bad manager, bad ownership.
Yeah, very bad manager. Yeah. Very bad.
We'll be back after this.
Main Street's more of a budget-friendly option. You've got the smaller apartments that definitely leave a lot more room for customization. They are also fully furnished. It's kind of our hidden gem. So you have your options of 3-people units or 2-people units. South Rock's more of our in-between property. It's not super fancy, but it's also still very budget-friendly. You have the opportunity to live with 3 other individuals, which definitely helps with the pricing. The units come fully furnished. The bedrooms come with a desk, a dresser, a nightstand, and a full-size bed. Kitchens are fully equipped. You have a washer and dryer in the apartment, and then you have a really nice patio. Stonecrest is quiet, comfortable, classy. We offer 4 bedrooms and we have 2 bedrooms. All of our units are completely furnished. The kitchen is fully equipped. You have fridge, stove, microwave, dishwasher and garbage disposal, and you do have a patio space as well. For more information, visit us at www.southrockapartments.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back, everyone. It is finally time for our first and last, possibly, segment of the PWHL. If you guys do not know what this is, because not many people do, including Quinn, so I'm going to give him and you guys a little history lesson real quick. So the PWHL is the Professional Women's Hockey League. So I thought it was necessary, since they just dropped their official jerseys for this season and then the foreseeable future, to rank them, because there's some ugly ones, there's some good ones. So why not rank the logos and jerseys? Because you don't need to know much about women's hockey to do this. So it's just all color and personal opinion.
Yeah.
And Quinn, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna put this out there. Go Toronto before anything. So here we go. The teams are as follows. This B-looking one is the Boston Fleet.
I like it.
We can't judge any names, so before anything happens.
That's not bad.
Minnesota Frost is this purple F, which simple logo. I'm gonna butcher how this name is said. I do not speak French, so do not yell at me in the comments or wherever you want to yell at me. But I'm guessing Montreal Victoria. That sounds French enough to me, so we're just gonna go with it. If not, we'll just say Montreal. Then we have the New York Sirens, the Ottawa Charge, and the Toronto Scepters.
All pretty cool names.
So we're gonna start with the Boston Fleet logo. So Quinn, I kind of like the green. It really doesn't scream Boston to me. That's the only thing that's thrown me off.
Yeah, Fleet's interesting. Like, I guess they don't have much of a. I mean, like Celtics green, I guess, is a little bit different. If that's what they're working off some notoriety there, maybe.
I don't know if you can see this in the logo, but you can see there's like a little anchor there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty neat.
So like they're like doing a callback to Boston, how you know they're rich in like their harbor and stuff, like to the Boston, I guess, Tea Party days they mentioned. But
yeah,
I don't think it's a bad logo to start. I think it's a solid maybe B.
I think I can agree with that. I like a good like historical reference in my logo too. A little bit of a nerd there, but I do like when there's some history attached to the logo.
So we're gonna go B for this one?
I like it.
All right, we'll move that in. Oh, not that one. We'll put that in B. Next up, Minnesota. It looks like if you play Madden or like any video game and create a team, and just like, oh, an F. So it's not bad though. I honestly think the simplicity to it adds more.
Yeah, I mean, purple color scheme is pretty fun too, and like it's fitting with Minnesota, kind of like we questioned the Boston one.
I mean, purple's my favorite color, so I'm gonna have like some bias towards this, but I just noticed now, it kind of looks like an icicle or something.
Oh, yeah.
They went with like the corner here. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this arguably could be an A.
I like it.
Is that too high?
You know,
you think?
You know what Lil Yachty says?
What does he say?
It gets cold like Minnesota. So I think that logo is ice cold. I like it.
All right, we'll go with A for that. And then Montreal Victoria. Like I said, I apologize if I messed these names up. And it looks like a soccer logo.
I do kind of like that, maybe like a little like emblem.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I don't. It's not bad.
I don't, but I definitely wouldn't place it above the Frost. I don't think.
I think
so.
we could put it like a B+ right above Boston.
I
think that's proper. I like the. I know you know the Montreal Canadiens. It's kind of like that, the red, white, and blue, and it's going back to like I'm guessing Canada and like their French history.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go B+ above Boston.
I like it.
All right, we'll go there. And then next up, the New York Sirens. This kind of looks like, I don't know, do you know the fisherman logo for the New York Islanders?
I don't. Not off the top of my head.
Okay, so
I don't think.
I'm gonna pull that up real quick, and I'll put a photo up on the screen for you guys. The color schemes remind me of that. The New York Islanders used to have a logo back in the day of a fisherman wearing similar colors. See?
Oh, that's neat.
So we'll put like that up on the screen so you guys can see. That's probably where they took the inspiration.
Yeah.
Because I know a bunch of New York Islander fans missed that logo and that color scheme. So that's probably where the inspiration came from. I don't know if you can see it in the logo, but since Siren's like a goal horn, it's like ricocheting.
That's pretty
the
neat. Yeah.
effect that it's like, oh, we're Sirens, we're loud, but I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, I know it's not like, I think your fisherman logo is pretty great comparison there. Kind of the Liberty who just won the WNBA championship. I think the blue is kind of similar off the top of my head too. So maybe also working in that. But no, I don't know if I like it as much as Boston or Minnesota at least.
I don't think it's trash. I think C, like right at the middle of the barrel. Shout out MJF, AEW wrestler, for saying that. But I think we're gonna go with C, right at the middle. It's not terrible. It's definitely not as good as Montreal or Boston. So I'm gonna go with C.
I like it.
I will go with the C. Then Ottawa. This is where I have problems because Ottawa's logo, no offense, but if you take offense, oh well, you're not gonna come from Ottawa and hunt me down. So I think this is trash. I honestly do. It looks like a rip-off Calgary Flames logo. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like a Central Michigan's cousin. I don't even know what I can say.
It kind of looks like the Cincinnati Reds or Chicago Cubs logo with the C just coming out. But I get the charge with the, I don't know how to word it, the lines coming off, like that it's charging at you. So I don't think it's that bad, but it's definitely not as good as the other ones.
Yeah,
So,
I can't say I'm a fan.
Ottawa, we're sorry. We're going to go with trash for this one.
Trash, too.
Okay. And then last but not least, my favorite team. Since I've been to a game, I went with Toronto, which I actually called the first goal and the final score of that game. I think it was 3-2 Toronto, and Hannah Miller scored the first goal. So thank you for that.
I wish you had that kind of luck when you were in Vegas.
Okay, so we're going to go with the Scepters. That's their name, once again. And I honestly don't think it's that bad. I think it's a solid B.
I like it.
The
It
blue
seems
and
kind
yellow.
of standard.
I wish it showed more like monarchy, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
But I think it's a solid B.
Yeah, I think Toronto, as a city, generally does a pretty nice job with their sports logos and presentation as a whole. And I think this is probably, whatever, standard.
So do we want to put this in like the middle of Montreal and Boston, or do we want to put it like a B minus?
I'd say B minus is a decent fit.
So we'll go there. And then, so our final rankings of the logo part of the tier list, we have Minnesota at A, Montreal at B, Boston at B, and then Toronto at B, followed by, in the C category, the New York Sirens, and then the bottom of the barrel, trash, Ottawa.
Sorry, Ottawa.
I'm sorry. We're sorry. But jersey time. I don't know if these look good, but we're going to start off with Montreal's home jersey, which I like the red. I honestly like how it looks.
Yeah.
I think...
My fight or flight thinking about the Capitals might be kicking in a little bit.
I can see where you're coming from. It definitely kind of looks like a Caps jersey. Or it kind of reminds me like Canadiens, since it's Montreal, the NHL team. And I think it's an A.
An A? I could see that. Yeah, I have it somewhere
Do
between
you want to move it
an A and B. Yeah.
All right, we'll go there. Next up, we'll just go to their away jersey,
Yeah,
because
I think
why
that makes
not?
sense.
We'll just go back and forth between their uniform kits. But their away jersey, I think that's off-white.
Yeah, I'm generally not
I'm
the
not an
biggest
off-white
fan of
fan.
off-white stuff, yeah.
I don't think it's terrible.
I don't like it as much as the red jersey, though.
Yeah, I have to agree. So, C?
C works for me.
C, we'll go there. All right, next up, we'll do Minnesota. We had them as the highest logo in our rankings, and I think the jerseys are up there as well. They remind me of the Hockey Fights Cancer thing that the NHL does.
Yeah.
Like, I know I have a shirt that has that same color scheme, but for not Montreal, Minnesota. I want to say A, but at the same time, I can see it being a B.
I don't know. That might be our first real disagreement so far. I think that's my favorite thing so far. I think for me, I'm between A and best. I think I'm just a sucker maybe for that purple color scheme.
I can put it in the best. I can.
You're easily talked
maybe
into
because
it.
purple is my favorite color. So, like I said, you want to go best.
I like someone's got to be the best, and
Okay,
so
we'll
far
put
I think it's
Minnesota
them.
up there. All right, their away jerseys, I feel like are just as good. I like that it's actual white and it's not off-white like we saw with Montreal. A or B? That's what I'm thinking. I don't think this is the best.
Yeah,
for an away.
I think it's hard for a white jersey to ever
Pop.
I don't want to say get over the hump like a sports team, but it's hard for them to ever stand out more than others. So I'd be fine with that.
So I think we'll go with like a B+.
Yeah.
If we move it, we move it. Next up, we're going to go with Toronto, my team. Sarah Nurse representing the jersey here in this one. Olympic star, that is. And it's average. I don't think it's terrible by any means.
No.
I don't think it's a C like Montreal's away jersey. I honestly don't. I think it's a solid B.
Yeah.
So we'll just put that there. Oh,
joining its logo.
Yeah, matches. And then their away jersey. I actually don't think their away jersey is that bad.
No, like I said,
I don't think it's above B, though.
No, I like it more than the off-white of Montreal, but it's still not my favorite by any means.
So we want to go with B to match their home jersey?
Yeah.
All right, we'll
I think
go with that one.
those pair together pretty well.
And then Boston with their home jersey. The green I like. It kind of reminds me of a Seattle Kraken jersey they did last year, which I think was the reverse retro.
This is how deep in the college basketball mode I am right now. I was thinking of Binghamton when I was looking at their jerseys immediately, but I do like the scheme. I mean, as an SRU guy, of course, I'm going to be a sucker for the green and white scheme.
I don't think it's that bad. I think we're going to go with another B for this one. Then their away jersey. I think, arguably, this is better than the home.
Yeah, that's pretty clean.
Here, we'll zoom in.
Yep, sorry,
You're good. I think it's better than the home. I think that made the white actually look
good. And I think the anchor, like you were saying earlier, kind of pops in that jersey.
Yeah, because it kind of blends in the green on green here. So I think I'm going to go with an A for their away.
I like it.
A for away, you know. And then Ottawa, I don't like any of the branding. I don't understand why it's white for their away. It looks like a road with the yellow line.
Is that a sponsor on the shoulder patch, or what is that? Is that part of the design?
Patch,
yeah.
Up here or this?
That, yeah.
I think it's just, it might be a sponsor. But don't the other ones have it? Oh no, they don't. I'm guessing it's a sponsor. I have no idea.
That's what I didn't know, because I don't really think it accents the jersey that well.
I think this is trash. I think this is C.
I think it's a C.
We're going to go C. I think the red's trash, honestly. Their home jersey.
I don't know if I'd call it trash, but I definitely wouldn't call it my favorite by
I don't like the red into dark gray into light gray into yellow.
Yeah, the yellow and red, I mean, doesn't sit great with me, maybe.
I think it just looks like you're on the road. You see a red light when you're have the yellow line. I don't know. That's all I can think of whenever I see this. But do we want to put it in C?
I think it's a tier above trash.
Okay, we'll go C. And then the last two, I think these are both B, home and away.
I like them. I like their color scheme. They chose a lot there, and like you said, it's kind of a detailed logo.
I think I'm going to go with A for the home and B for the away.
It's cool with me.
All right. And then that is all we have for our ranking of the PWHL. We wish all these women the best of luck. We love women's sports, and hopefully they come back to Pittsburgh for a game. I will be there buying glass seats, and we will be back right after this.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
All right, welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going into our game of the week. And our game of the week today, it's Sunday, 4:25. Bills versus Chiefs in Buffalo.
Yep.
Dante, how do you feel?
I hate the Chiefs a lot. And I like the Bills. Josh Allen is very likable, and he's also really good at football. This year, he's obviously a better quarterback than Mahomes.
I agree.
The Bills have a better running team. What I will say is, this wasn't on camera when we were talking about it, but when Amari Cooper got traded to the Bills, he was all up in my face saying, "Oh my God, he's going to be so good. He's amazing." He's worse than Keon Coleman since the trade. And he's hurt. What do you have to say for yourself for being such a bad scout?
Dude, if you want to come at me, I want to come at you for everything else then. You
bring
dogged me last week. I'm 2 in a row now.
Oh,
don't let me get hot.
Because I don't even know who it was, but I'm watching that game, and everybody in the stadium knows what the Steelers are trying to do. They're trying to catch them offside. You're getting paid millions of dollars to not get caught offsides.
At the end of the day, it's another dub in my
Oh my God.
book.
Okay, look, you can say that. But when you have an idiot on the line who doesn't know what
He's a
they're
rookie.
doing.
He's a rookie.
It doesn't matter, dude. When you play football that long throughout your life, you should know what's going on.
Hey, again, I don't really care.
He jumped off sides, and you see Russell Wilson laughing. That's how bad that call was. What is he doing? Lost by a point. It was kind of a shootout. I mean, overall.
All right, can we get into our game? Come on.
You were all up in my face about that, so I had to get up in your face about it.
What's your pick? Let's go.
I got Chiefs. I don't care what anybody says. They've got that magic with them. I don't know what it is. They also have the refs with them.
Interesting.
They aren't even favored right now. Being 9-0, they're not even favored.
Yeah.
It's probably because they're in Buffalo.
Yeah.
But they're going to win this game no matter what.
All right, well, guess what? The magic ends. The magic ends.
It feels like
I'm
the magic.
tired of it.
Between the Bills and Chiefs, there's always magic with the Chiefs, though, besides one regular season game.
You know what they are? They're the Steelers when they won 11-0.
I do like that comparison, though. I do kind of like that.
Exactly.
Comparison.
They're scraping
However,
by wins.
that team had old Big Ben. This team has Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, yeah, he's
and now DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, but okay. If you're gonna say old Big Ben, then you gotta say old DeAndre Hopkins. But I think the Bills get it done. Josh Allen, he is playing really good football, obviously better than Mahomes, like we said. Yeah. We agree on that. I just think right now they're an overall better team. The Chiefs are just scraping.
No, they are. That's the thing. The Bills are a better team. They have. I feel like they have been for the past 3 years.
No, yeah,
they just aren't able to beat the Chiefs because
it's just they have that. Once again, the refs.
Yeah, the refs. we won't shy away from that.
We won't. I mean, hey, the refs, but I agree it's the refs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Bills finally beat the Chiefs.
I disagree with you, but.
I mean, we always disagree. That's not not surprising.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go over to Joey and Quinn for their picks.
I'm going to roll with Hunter here, and I'm going to say that the Bills take this one. Orchard Park isn't an easy place to go in, and the Chiefs have barely been squeaking by opponents. And the Bills have shown some massive blowouts this year. What do you think, Joe?
Okay, I can see this game going either way. Chiefs, like they said, always get paid by the refs technically, but Buffalo's hard to beat at home because who knows? It might snow. You never know. I don't know the forecast. I am not. Oh.
It didn't look too bad this weekend, but you never know. The Bills Mafia is crazy.
Yeah. They might put me through a table with this pick, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Honestly, they've been red hot, but if they lose, it's whatever. I don't care for them or the Chiefs.
It's hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes ever, so I wouldn't be surprised if you made me eat my words here.
That is true. He might pull on a full Mahomey mode, as the whole internet says now, or who is it, Chris Collinsworth, that just loves him to death like it's his wife. But I'm going with the Chiefs still. I don't think the Chiefs are going to lose till when they play the Steelers, which I'll be at that game. Yeah. So I'm hoping.
It'd be quite the Christmas present.
Yeah, true.
Christmas coming to Acrisure.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going Chiefs.
I like it. I'm going to roll with the Bills. Final game of the week prediction of the year. It'll be my boldest pick yet, ruining the undefeated season. So we'll see if Josh Allen and company have it in store.
Yeah,
Orchard Park this week.
Guys, this is our last episode of the season. It's been a fun ride. I'm not going to lie. Quinn made 2 episodes, but he'll be back next season.
I'll be back next semester.
So don't worry about that. He'll be here. And then Talia, thank you for all your work. Sucks you couldn't be here today, but it is finally time we go outside in the 40-something degree cold, where we saw a bet on episode 2 where Quinn was there.
I was there. I bring trouble anywhere I go, Joe.
So episode 2, we saw a bet between Hunter and Dante where if the Yankees lost the World Series, that Dante would be poured with ice water and pied in the face.
I am so confident in the Yankees winning the World Series, I'll make a bet with you.
What is it?
If the Yankees lose the World Series in any amount of games, they could get swept, it doesn't matter. If the Yankees lose this World Series, you get to pie me in the face and drop ice water on my head.
Deal.
Okay. So we're going to go outside now and watch that happen.
All right, welcome. We are outside, and now it's time for the season finale. We made a bet about the World Series, and you lost that bet, so you must pay the price. It is 47 degrees out here, 10-mile-per-hour winds.
And dark.
And you're going to get ice and pie.
Yep.
And now it's time. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Aaron Boone, you suck. Anthony Volpe, at least you showed up a little bit. I am a man of my word, so I am doing this. It is really cold. I really don't want to be doing this, but I am. So here we go.
And Dante?
The bet's a bet.
Bet is a bet. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And go Dodgers, baby. Woo! That's winning, baby.
Screw the Yankees.
Do you want to send it back? Do you want to send it back to them?
Yeah. And we'll go back to the studio with Joey and Quinn.
All right, everybody, that is it for the Season 1 finale of Inscribed Sports here on WSRU-TV. It has been a hell of a ride on the show. I think I can say that on camera. Maybe. Who knows? But, Quinn,
thank you for being here.
Of course. It's been
And
awesome to be a part of it.
Any notes to the viewers watching at home?
There are punishments for bad takes, so Dante learned his lesson.
And also, thank you to my incredible crew, Quinn included, Hunter, Dante, Talia, and our guest of the week, Garrett, when he was here. I truly appreciate all of you guys, and we will see you next semester for a brand new season of Inscribed Sports here on WSRU-TV.